Hello everyone, this is week 10 of Pokemon Battles, and this is John. This one is going to be between me and Jacob, and this is the final battle of the week. We only did 3 this week because Jacob got home late and we were already, we already did some drinking, and it was getting late. So we did 3 battles, this is the last one. I'm going to lead with my Duranitan this time, and he's going to lead with Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus was one of his new Pokemon, I think we saw it last week. See just how bulky it is. I do use Protect on this turn, just to see how much damage. What he's going to do here. He does use Will-O-Wisp. That's not too surprising. Kind of what you expect. I'm going to have to switch out though because Avery is physical attacker. Any physical attacker, you don't want to be risking them against a Will-O-Wisp. So, excuse me. So what I do is, I do send out Ninjask here because I don't mind him getting burned. He's not really going to do much attacking for me anyways. He does hit with the Will-O-Wisp. It sucks in the sense that now I have just a matter of time. He does switch out Cofagrigus on this turn. I believe I'm going to follow it up with a substitute. He switches into Volcarona, who usually gives me such pains. I don't think this time it will be giving me too much trouble though. I do set up with a substitute here. I get the leftovers. Obviously the burn's going to kill me eventually. It's only a matter of time. But what is going to happen is I'm going to blow the Swords Dance off here, so that's pretty crucial. I'm going to get at least 2, I think, speed boosts off at this point. So you see I do use Swords Dance on this turn. Looks like that bottom left corner is always getting cut off when I record these, I think. Anyhow, he's going to use Quiver Dance. That's the right move. He's going to get speed up. He's basically trying to keep pace with my speed boost, even though I think he's one behind now anyways. He's going to try and keep up anyhow. Volcarona is a pretty quick Pokemon, so it doesn't take too much in terms of Quiver Dance to make him really powerful. You don't want to give him too much of an advantage, so. See, I do get the Swords Dance off. He still doesn't kill the substitute. There's no point in playing around with it. I guess I'm going to use Swords Dance again. So that's 2 Swords Dance now. Pretty much anything I switch into, the problem is it's got to be quicker than Volcarona because he's using Quiver Dance. He does last time use Fiery Dance. I could have switched to there. The substitute's obviously going to die. And then I'll get my turn. I can switch also here, which I believe is what I would do, or what I will do, I should say. So, so he's substitutes. Probably better to pass the substitute than to get the second Swords Dance off is basically what I'm trying to say, I think. So I get another speed boost off here. So I do have 2 speed boosts, 2 speed advantage over him. So I do switch back into the Darmanitan. Obviously Fire Dance not going to do too much damage, that's one reason. It's still going to do a lot though, especially even after just 1 Quiver Dance. And we'll see how much damage it does here. Probably will get me down to half, I would expect. We will see though. So it gets me way below half. Almost kills me off. You can see just how much damage that does. He does have a Life Orb on him. I do die. That does put me pretty low. I do use Stone Edge, which is going to one-shot him anyways, but I do have the Rock Gem on there. Because the Rock Gem, the reason for it was to cover, I think, with a bulky water. Even bulky waters, and even to an extent, I don't know if Tyranitar can even take a Stone. I mean, obviously with the two Swords Dance, it wouldn't matter. I think that Stone Edge would kill everything, but I think even Tyranitar is not going to be too happy to take that with the Stone Edge on there. So I do use Protect here to see what he's going to use. He does use Bullet Punch. I know this one's Choice Banded, so I feel a bit safer about it than against TTCs. He does use Bullet Punch again. I switch into Fortress. Fortress not going to take very much damage here at all. I'm almost going to leftovers all that off. You're going to see right here. I think half of that at least is going to come back, yeah. So, he really has to switch here. Choice Band, easier to deal with than the Swords Dance. He's going to send in Chandelure, which I'm going to switch out on. Obviously, you can't leave Fortress in against any fire move, just like Ferrothorn. Also, a Scavalier. Scavalier, Durant. And, of course, these are all of them very weak to fire. None of them want to take that hit, so I do force to switch out. I switch into Taves. Taves... Landorus. Taves is Landorus. I did fix the name. If you watched an earlier video with him, his name was spelled wrong. So that was my bad. I wasn't thinking. I do take a Flamethrower. It does a lot of damage there. Obviously, you can't stay in though because I am going to be quicker and I'm going to get an Earthquake off. It's going to do a ton of damage. Chandelure definitely kill him off. So he doesn't want to take that. I do use U-Turn on Cofagrigus. It's a good switch because Cofagrigus really can take any damage. You can see the U-Turn does no damage at all because it wasn't very effective. And I get hit with Mummy, even though Sand isn't set up, so it doesn't really matter. But that would be killer if I was running a Sand team. Mummy that's a powerful ability, and it almost, I would say, it justifies use of Crepagris. Pokemon like if you can catch, I want to say, extra drill and something that's a physical attack. Unfortunately, Earthquake is not a move that makes contact, so it doesn't count as, it doesn't activate Mummy. But regardless, so I do switch in Timu here, back to back back to Ninjas. I do use Substitute. I missed what he did. He probably used I don't know, Will-O-Wisp or something. I don't know. So he does use Shadow Ball this time. He goes right after the Substitute. That's probably the right thing to do. It's gonna kill it off. The Substitute, obviously, Ninjas has no defenses, so even this Comparagus that hits like a teeny tiny hammer kills it off. So I'm gonna be, I do get one speed boost off. I'm gonna be forced to Baton Pass again. We'll see it happen right here. I assume I do get the speed boost there. I think did I get one last turn? I don't know. I must have actually. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Either way, I do Baton Pass here. Baton Pass. Into my Lucario, named by the Fist. I don't know why he's named that. That's just what I named him, because that's what I felt like at the time. Like, if you were going to win with Lucario, it was going to be by the Fist. Or, I don't know. Anyway, so he does take a Shadow Ball. That doesn't do any damage. Steel typing and along with the fighting. Not going to be effective, so I do use Crunch here. We'll see how much damage this does. I don't have any Swords Dance on him. With Swords Dance, that would probably be a one-hit quitter. But, oh, no, I guess not, actually, now that I see it. You see it barely did any damage. Inner Focus is lost. Blast it all. Inner Focus, not a good ability anyways on Lucario, where you want to be faster than anything anyway, so how often is he going to be flinching? So he does use Will-O-Wisp. He does burn me, so Lucario is now useless. Unfortunately, he's going to be useless the whole battle, so it kind of becomes a question of, do I want to save him later to take damage, or do I want to see how much I can do here? And my answer is, I guess, to see how much I can do here, because I don't switch first. He switches out Comparagus. Comparagus has done his job, no point losing him. He does switch into Infernape. I assume he's going to get crunched. And we'll see how much damage that does. It shouldn't do too much, especially after the burn. Yeah, barely any, especially Crunch on Fighting type, not very good. I'm going to be quicker, though, because of the speed boost. That's one thing I knew. So I would be surprised if I'm going to pull out at this point. I don't. I do use Close Combat. This is going to do much more damage, though. With the burn, it's still not going to do enough. See, without the burn, it would have killed him, and with the burn, it almost kills him anyway. So that's just how powerful that is, how powerful that Pokemon is. So if he's got a Life Orb on him, that's going to kill him here. So he does use Nasty Plot. He assumed I was going to switch. Obviously, that was probably the right decision, and in spite of it kind of blowing up in his face here, I would have done the same. You don't expect him to stay in, because obviously a Flamethrower, if he's quicker, even though I know, the thing was I knew I was quicker, so I knew I wasn't going to die. So at that point, it's kind of a question of, can I kill you off before I die? And the answer was no. He didn't use Flamethrower. I do manage to kill him off, but it's going to cost me my life as well. You see the Life Orb plus burn damage. Yeah, and I use Extreme Speed to make sure I go first, even though it wasn't necessary. I could have used any move and would have killed him, except for Crunch, maybe. So he does on that. This is a free switch now. He sends a Chandelure. I send in Darmanitan. Obviously, I have the advantage here. I'm quicker. You saw I hit Stone Edge on him earlier, so he's going to pull back. Definitely the right move. See, I only have 67 health, and you saw I had the Rock Gem, so Life Orb damage is not coming. So I expect we're going to see a Stone Edge here. The spikes are doing some damage there. Probably not as much as I'd like, but they are knocking away. Comparagus doesn't have, I don't think, too many ways. I think he gets Pain Split. I don't know if he has any other way to recover. I'm not even sure if he gets Flare Blitz. I'm not sure if he gets Pain Split, but I would bet he does. Either way, I'm going to use Flare Blitz here, because I figure he's low enough on health that I can probably get through it. I do lose Sheer Force, so that's pretty key. Once again, that Mummy ability, even as he dies, is going to cost me quite a bit. We'll see if I die from that. No. So you see, he didn't have too much health left, judging by how much health that cost me. Anyways, but Comparagus does have a low health pool. He just has a super high defense stat, and the special defense is nothing to laugh at either. So he does switch in Durance, which is obviously, assume, to bait. It's either a misclick, yeah, misclick as it were, or a bait, and it was a bait, I assume, because he switches right into Chandelure, takes the Flare Blitz to get a boost in firepower. Unfortunately, I'm faster. I do use Stone Edge, just going to kill Chandelure. The problem with fire Pokemon is they're weak to so many things that everybody has. So he does die to that. So that's two Pokemon now he's lost to this. You can see he's got a really high attack, even though he's killing off these Pokemon that really aren't that bulky to begin with, so it doesn't really show too well. He does get the free switch into Caesar here. I'm going to use Protect to see what move he's going to lock himself into. I assume it's going to be Bullet Punch, though. He doesn't knows. Obviously, Caesar is not quick enough. That Bullet Punch is the only way he's going to kill me before I can kill it. Flare Blitz would obviously kill it. I do switch out and back into in the fortress. You see, He's not going to do any damage here. He's stuck into bullet punch again. This is pretty much the same situation that we had at the beginning of the game, which I'm comfortable with. Obviously, he can't be, so he does switch out Starsky. Caesar is going to be out for now. You can see Caesar kind of giving me a problem again, though. I don't really have something to directly deal with him. Obviously, Fortress can come in and take the hits, but he cannot kill. I don't think he has a move that can kill off Caesar. Obviously, you can sort of knock away at him with Euro Ball, Gyro Ball, whatever you want to call it. But doesn't matter. He uses Durant, he switches in, he gets the Home Claws. Home Claws is good on Durant. It's good on a lot of Pokemon. It's good on Durant, though, because it fixes the hustle problem, along with giving him even more attack, even though his attack's already high enough. I'm going to keep laying down the spikes at this point, because, what else to do, really? So, I'm obviously not afraid of this thing with Fortress, so I'm going to let Recover stack me back up. He's going to use Crunch here. It's going to be not very effective, but he does have, one Home Claws in. You can see it still does barely any damage. He loses some health, so it costs him in that sense. I do lay down the Toxic Spikes, which is kind of a weird move since I know what he has. His Pokemon in general are not poison weak. He's got, 2 steals on his team? 3 steals, I think he had total. No, I think he had 2 steals, so that's not going to be very good there. He does use X Scissor again after another Home Claws, I believe. Still doesn't do very much damage. I'm fine with that. I'm going to use Gyro Ball here, not Euro. I don't know, it's circle like the Euro is a circle sandwich, so that could be. I'm going to recover here back up to half health. Gyro Ball did some damage, not a ton, because his defense is. That's why he is a lot quicker than me, though, so I do think Gyro Ball hits for the full 120 power. He does use Life Orb damage again, so that's kind of going away at him. I'm kind of sacrificing this Fortress, and it's kind of a worthy sacrifice. I do almost kill that off. Not quite. Life Orb damage probably will here, though. And the question is, can this thing even kill me? And I think the answer is no. But we'll see. And sure enough, it is. So he had enough of that. He could take away 88 health in one move, even though it wasn't very effective. He could have done a bit more like TTC and just gone up to boost, way up. See what he could have done. He does lose it to Life Orb damage, so he sends in Caesar. That's not too surprising. I think that might be his only Pokemon left. And I send in this Darmanitan. There's no health left. Spikes does a lot of damage there. That's pretty crucial at this point in the game to do that much damage. He's probably going to use Bullet Punch here, but I protect anyways to see. So if it is something else, I can switch out into something that I hope can take the damage. Bullet Punch is probably the wisest move there because the Fortress, which is the only thing keeping the Caesar away, has passed on. So I do send in this Ninjask because I know health is burned. It's not going to do any good. That's basically so I can get a free switch here. There's really no point in that. I could have left Avery out there, maybe hope for a miss and go for the Flare Blitz, but I didn't. In either case, I do send in Latias. He's going to use Bullet Punch. You're going to see the camera's kind of losing its focus for some reason, very badly actually. I use Psychic. This isn't going to do too much damage. You can see he does more than half health, so that means Recover is useless at this point. I do get leftovers. I'm going to try and go through this blur. I don't know why this got so bad all of a sudden. But anyways, I do get leftovers back up to half health. I switch out because I don't want to lose that Pokemon. That's pretty much my only hope at this point. Because it can the only thing I have that can survive a Bullet Punch, I think. This thing dies to it. See, it doesn't have too much health left. But the Caesar, once again, giving me an obscene amount of trouble. I have to carry a Caesar counter. Clearly, every team really should have something to deal with Caesar. Just like every team probably, for the most part, should carry something to deal with, rain, and that sort of business. That's what Ferrothorn's so popular for. So he does take me down to 5 health with Bullet Punch. It doesn't quite kill me. I do use, you see, I got a critical hit with Psychic there, and I kill him off, and that's how I win. Really just lucky is all that was. Just lucky. Get a critical hit and killed him, and I do win. I beat Jacob this week, even though he had the battle. I sort of stole it from him there, admittedly. But it was a pretty good battle in the sense that it came down to kind of the end there. That Caesar obviously was going to give me trouble the whole time, especially once Fortress died. Not that Fortress could have done anything to it. So the question is, what did I have to counter Caesar? Nothing. I only had something that could take Caesar's shots to the face. Really, Lucario could as well, but Lucario died way earlier than that. So that's the end of this battle. Those are the 3. You see, TTC was the only undefeated one, so that was pretty good. But that's it. So thanks for watching. Bye.